Just got done watching Shelby Oates. This is directed by Chris Stuckman, the Chris Stuckman that you know from YouTube. If anybody has ever been doing any type of YouTube reviews, movie reviews, Stuckman was the one of the OGs, and it's so dope to kind of see this specific era of filmmakers where people were once YouTubers or on TikTok or just whatever type of platform are now starting to make feature feature length films. You know what I'm saying? You got the guys that made Talk to Me. Earlier I saw House of Eden. That was another, you know, movie made by creators. So it's really dope to just see this shift within cinema. And I highly recommend, if you are a content creator, to go check this out. Go support this movie. Do not let it flop. You know, I think Stuckman definitely deserves at least a watch, you know, for sure. So with that out the way, let me get into my thoughts, non-spoiler. First impressions. You have our lead in this, Camilla Sullivan. I feel like I've seen her in something before. I probably, not remembering it at the moment. But she plays our main lead, Mia, and Mia has been kind of dealing with the disappearance of her sister Riley, and I really like the way that this movie kicks off, where it feels like a documentary. Think of something like something that came out earlier this year, Strange Harvest. The good chunk of this movie felt like that, where we kind of flip from like these found footage, archived, whatever you want to kind of call it, type of footage. They also mentioned that Riley was a part of this paranormal team in the early days of YouTube, even seeing just them kind of using the MySpace kind of font, or just the outline, the layout for that was really cool, really nostalgic. Almost kind of gives you like not Paranormal Activity, but Blair Witch vibes. That's what I was kind of getting from this. Like, Stuckman definitely was inspired by that movie. You could definitely tell from just the tone. It's very eerie. It makes you feel uncomfortable. The whole movie kind of had my like skin kind of crawling. It was just definitely very uncomfortable in a lot of ways. I love the tone. It almost kind of is reminiscent of like Long Legs' tone a little bit, and how it just shifts from this documentary found footage type of style to the more traditional way that, you know, movies get shot. I love that shift and that transition. That was really dope. That's why I said, like, yo, Stuckman was doing some really dope things throughout this whole entire movie. And as our main character here is going through the movie, trying to figure out, what exactly happened to her sister, it actually gets pretty crazy and wilder as the movie progresses. I don't want to spoil none of that, because I didn't see not a damn trailer for this. I was just like, man, excited to see Stuckman get his movie up off of the ground, and Mike Flanagan's attached to this. You also have Keith David that makes an appearance, which is like, yo, that's already goated, yo. If you put Keith David in your movie, that shit's already goated. And I really feel like this is a very strong first movie out the gate. It may not be for everybody, you know what I'm saying? Don't go into this movie thinking that it's the scariest movie of the year. There's definitely some really dope scares in this movie for sure. Like, there are some jump scares that got me. Just the use of lighting and putting things in shadows. You could definitely tell that Stuckman definitely pays attention. He knows how to make things in horror movies effective, and it's crazy that he's able to do this in his first go. And I can't wait to see what he does next, or what other movies that he wants to kind of do, what kind of budget he's going to get next, because I think he could really do something crazy. You know what I'm saying? It may not be this movie to kind of really put him over, but for me, I think this is a really strong debut, and I think it was a really solid, straightforward movie. I never felt bored or felt like anything kind of dragged. I know some other people might not feel that same way. I don't know how this will go with like a mainstream audience, like because mainstream audiences like a specific horror movie. Like, you know what I'm saying? This might be a little too experimental for them. You know what I'm saying? That could just kind of be off-putting. But I would say definitely go check this out for yourself. Me, myself, I had a great time with this movie. I would check this out again if I get around to it. Like I said, I want to see what Stuckman does next. Like, will his next movie even be a horror movie? Will he continuously make different horror movies? I would like to see him stay in this space. I don't want to see him really make any other movie, to be honest. And let me know your thoughts in the comments below if you get around to checking this out. Definitely do not miss this movie. Watch it in theaters. I highly, highly recommend it. And just come back and just let me know how you guys feel about it in the comments below. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.